Hello everyone, I'm Amir from Adobe Class. Do you want to work with the legacy brushes file and active more setting about the brushes to working better with our brush? So without no more word, let's start. I already opened the one document for being faster. So anytime we selecting brushes in our toolbar, we can see the option from our brushes. So we learned how to change position of our brushes if we have many file here, and every file they have a different position for us to changing our position of our brushes and brushing with them. So, and we learned how to change the size and the becoming with the hardness and opacity, flow and smoothing in the last video. So we can see some files they are here, like a general brushes, dry media brushes, and wet media brushes. They are already installed in our Photoshop and we can work with them. But one file that we have, the most important file in these files, is the legacy brushes. Legacy brushes, we have it's installed in our Photoshop, but it's not active. We have to activate them. When we click on this button here, and we click on the setting and click on the legacy brushes in the list of our list and click on the OK, will be active for us. But because I already opened it and activated, I don't need to click on the OK. Then if you click on the OK, we can see legacy brushes in the list in our file list and we can see them. And if I click on it and open it, let me to make it this, and we can see it's a it has a very different position for our brush. For example, we can click on this brush, default brushes, and for example, we can see them, the position they are here like this. I can actually work with all of this, but for example, if I'm start working with this, we can see that some brushes and it's showing our brushes position. For example, if I'm click on the left hand side, we can see how brushes, it's this under here, and it's brushable. We can close it, or we can see it and working better. It's more using for some people that want painting with the Photoshop and like this. So let me open again this file and working with another really great position of a legacy brushes file like this one. All these are small and we have to change position like this. I'm making some shape like this with them, and it depends on our work. So how to work with this, and you have to attention. Legacy brush is very important, and it's very better to be always active with them, especially for some people that you want to painting with a Photoshop or making some poster or want to art everything. It's very useful. For example, like this one, another one. It's like I don't know what is this, but anyway, it's making this for us, and it's a little brushes, and we can see the position brushes here, and actually we can work with them. So it's our brushes and we can work with them, and we learned how to. I can't work with all of these brushes because it hasn't taken many time. Please practice at home with these legacy brushes and work with them to see how these brushes work. So, and we learned how to activate legacy brushes, but we can see there's some setting here that we can work with, and let me be on general. It's a size and hardness, that's all. It's not enough for me that we want to work with the Photoshop. We need many more setting for our Photoshop. It's very important. So what we have to do, we have to come in the window in our option bar, and then click on it. If I click on the brushes or brushes setting, these two brushes, they are depends on brush, will be active for me. Let me click on it, and they will be open for me. Brushes and brush setting, and we can see it's many more setting that we have here. Many settings, really. I can't even work with all of these in this video. Anyway, let me just select this and, for example, work with another shape that I didn't work with it until now. For example, let me to find it. For example, like this brush, they are brush, not they are like this. They are shape, but they are brushes. Like this brush. Let me to work with this and close this and delete this and click on the brush setting. Brush setting and brushes will be active for me here. Actually, you have to pay attention about this. Notice, and when I click on it, I can, for example, work with it, but its size is very small, and it's a good now, and I can change the position even like this, or so we can see position changing here. I can see my brush here, and when I start brushing, it's a blue. It's good. So start brushing, we can see it's showing position for us, and I can see them. And it's, for example, we can see I can brush with these brushes, and I can change the position, and even I can change the spacing. For example, if I'm making more spacing, space between my brush will be very much like this. Let me do brushes with a 1% spacing. We can say it's like this. It's very, they are like a line. But if my spacing be under, for example, I don't know, 100, more than 100, they have a very more space between them before, because it's they are very close and they are one line. And it's depends on our work to how to use this, and we can, for example, we can less and making beautiful art for ourselves. It depends on our work, guys. And for example, if we have another setting for our brushes, for example, like this one, it's making like a one line. It's in changing hairbrush for us, and it's different. You have to looking in picture. When I'm going on the top, it's going to be more brushes here. Attention here, making more brushes. Some people that they are drawing, they can understand better this, and we can, for example, brush with this. And if this one be on the one, it's like we drawing with the one hair, just it's like this. It's doing this for us, and we have many more sitting here. Let me to delete these and work with another one. Everyone they doing different works, and we have to work with them to understand better what they're doing actually. And it's like this. It's working. It's not like a more wet our brushes, and for example, like we mixing our brushes with the blue color. It's more using with some people they want a painting. I said it's 1,000 times, but I have to say everything. And it's changing position our brushes, looking this and like this. They are different, and we can more work with them, and we have another some setting here that we can work with them. If did you see it's not working with my brushes, that is work now. It's very hard to see it. Let me do be on the spacing, be on the more, and it's like this. It's now I can pronounce. You can see them better. Oh, it's changing the space again, and it's doing this for us. We have many settings here, and we can work with them. And maybe in the one lesson, maybe 2 hours, 1 or 3 hours, I will explain all of these brushes setting. But in this video, we don't have enough time. We have to keep going and finish all of Photoshop tools and all of Photoshop tool options. And it's making very videos. I don't know. It could be like more than 100 videos about the Photoshop to be finished. So about this. So thanks for watching until now, and I hope it would be good for everyone.